Day 11, the 22nd of May, 2016. So I started editing the videos for this that I've collected so far. I've got 10 days worth of footage to get through. It's a long process. Part of the problem is synchronizing my two videos, the one the Gear VR shoots and the one the laptop shoots, getting them synchronized, lining those up first, and then cutting out all the bits where I'm not talking. I'm talking less and less as the days go on, so maybe that'll help cut it down. It's another nice day. I read an article today about how a guy who's been working in military grade virtual reality hardware for 30 years or something is predicting that this wave of VR units will fail because of the problems with nausea and prolonged use with the very best the military could provide. They still have problems with nausea, so he reckons it's not going to succeed because of that. He might be right, but I don't care. One of the problems he cited was dealing with objects that are close to the viewer, so within 2 meters of the viewer, was causing problems. And the other, of course, is moving about, accelerating in any way. It was certainly interesting hearing from someone who's been dealing with it for at least a couple of decades. Oh, and the red dot, by the way, in my laser vision, turns out I think it's to do with me recording videos. Just indicates that I'm recording something on the Gear VR. I have no idea why it didn't appear in the first 8 videos and then just suddenly showed up. But that's what it's for, I think. Of course, you don't have to put up with it. Now, hopefully today, I might just reach Bodmin, but I might just fall short. Ah, 90 kilometers. Ta-da! The planar data really doesn't work very well for close forests, does it? It's just random lumps, really. I've actually changed my course slightly to the one that Google recommended, just because it was a bit boring. So I made sure that it passes through some interesting towns, things like that. So I'll probably be tweaking it as I go. It's funny, the stuff on the horizon, the flat fields, feels real. It feels like I'm actually there. But when a big billboard pops up in front of it and obscures it, then suddenly the billboard feels really fake. Got a bit of grit in my eye. Apparently Cornwall is home to a number of nice sandy beaches, and it's known for its surfing. The only time I've been down here was to come to see the Eden project after it had been opened it had only been open for a couple of years. I came down with my wife and we had a look there, but we didn't stay that long. We also saw the Gardens of Helligan, or the Lost Gardens of Helligan, as it was known. Nice little windy village. Up and down, left and right. Hi. Hi.
Hi. Good morning. What did you see your thing?
Okay. 14 minutes.
Oh,
I really wish there could be a bit more depth information. It just makes a complete hash of scenes like this. There's very few surfaces that are correct, or even roughly correct. I also wish it didn't have to have always vertical or horizontal planes. These embankments just look silly. I'm sure Google know what they're doing. It's like that for reasons. I also saw a video today on Google's experiments in VR, and they spent 30 weeks making 60 prototypes, 2 teams, and all the lessons they learned they were sharing with everyone. Maybe they should have spoken to the military guy first and they wouldn't have bothered. It's suddenly autumn again. We flying. Once I've done all this serious cycling, I'd like to make a bunch of silly tests, like being able to have a pedal-powered airplane and a rocket-powered bicycle and things like that. I'm not quite sure what we've got on the left here. I don't think it's Bodmin. But maybe. Ooh, exciting. Imagine living out in the middle of the country, in the middle of nowhere, and your doorstep is still comes right out onto a main road, or the only road. I think they could have had a little bit of space. Oh, busy intersection. Both ways. Whoa. The road exploded there for a minute. Ah. You know, I really don't need to print all those decimal places on those longitude and latitude values. That's just silly. I find the handlebars really help for not feeling disorientated. You know, I think this may actually be Bodmin. A few signs would help. Now that red brick is red. We're done.